Rangers' big acquisition of Cliff Lee might be the final piece of the puzzle for the Rangers to clinch their first postseason berth since 1999. With the veterans' playoff experience, the combination of their already solid pitching and a potent lineup, the Texas faithful might be rooting more for baseball than football come this October. But not so fast. The Athletics still have some life and will not go down quietly. The Rangers' magic number sits at 4, and the last thing the green and gold want is for Texas to clinch on their home turf. Tonight, the A's open a 4-game series to close out their 2010 home schedule, and they will send the Bulldog, Dallas Braden, to the hill. The vocal leader of the staff will once again try and shut down the Rangers. It's A's baseball, and it starts right now. The big 4-game weekend series starts tonight. The A's and the Rangers. And the Rangers, well, they wouldn't mind having a celebration here in Oakland, but the Athletics, they want nothing to do with witnessing that. Dallas Braden will try to slow down the Rangers' hunt for the postseason tonight. So it's the first of 4. It's the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, this big series has arrived. A lot of work to do for the Athletics, but we got a good pitching matchup. It starts with Dallas Braden and Cliff Lee tonight. And Dallas Braden, maybe the best start of the year outside of the perfect game for Braden was against the Rangers in Arlington.
Coincidentally, that was his last win, August the 28th. In Arlington, Texas, a 4-hit shutout against a very good hitting ball club, especially in that park. But he had everything working. You're going to see some change-ups to Michael Young. He threw him 6 in a row, but he had the breaking ball. He fielded his position. And for Dallas Braden that night, especially in the heat, here's a change-up. That was the 6th consecutive change-up he had thrown to Michael Young. He had the hitters off balance, and when you can do that against a power-hitting lineup like the Rangers, and that was the best part when he said after the 8th inning to Bob Guerin, the 9th is mine. I want it, and he got it. It was a great win for the Helm and the Athletics.
So this will be the 4th start for Braden against the Texas Rangers in this season, and it'll be Cliff Lee for Texas. And Cliff Lee has made 2 starts against the A's this year. Both have been very, very good.
Well, the Rangers got him for this purpose. That's to try to get them into postseason. He's been excellent for them. Second, make it the 3rd start against the Athletics this year. He pitched the game in Arlington. He went deep in the ball game, no decision. But he has a sneaky fastball, and talking to some of the right-handers, sometimes it's difficult to pick up the ball, especially with the movement on his fastball. But he's the lefty that the Rangers have been looking for.
So we all know the equation. The A's are 8 back with 11 to play. So quite frankly, they need to finish the season with an 11-game winning streak. Number 1, maybe it's tonight. We will see. But the matchup, Cliff Lee and the Texas Rangers against Dallas Braden and the Athletics. We'll have lineups and then the first pitch from the Coliseum in just a moment. Welcome back to the Coliseum on a nice night for baseball, Thursday night baseball. So this is the first of a 4-game series. The A's and the first place Texas Rangers.
Oh, that's Gabe Gross. Completely shaved.
Make up your mind, Gabe. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open this weekend. 67 degrees tonight at the Coliseum as the A's take the field. Kurt Suzuki behind the dish and Dallas Braden on the mound. And Braden fired up and ready to go as he always is at the Coliseum. So let's take a look at the Texas Rangers starting lineup for tonight. Elvis Andrus at short, Michael Young at third, Nelson Cruz in left, Vladimir Guerrero the DH, Ian Kinsler is at second, Jeff Francoeur in right, David Murphy in center field, Jorge Cantu at first, Taylor Teagarden is the catcher. A starting defense brought to you by Black Diamond Brewing Company. Carter, Davis, and Gross in the outfield. Kuzminoff, Tollison, Ellis, and Barton on the infield. Suzuki is the catcher, and Dallas Braden is the pitcher.
And Dallas Braden, that win against the Texas Rangers, as we mentioned, that was his last one that got him to 9-9. So you look at his record now, he's lost his last 4, although a little bit better run support might have helped him get to the magical double figures. He'd like to do that tonight, first game of this series. Tough goal as it's Texas Rangers, but the thing about Dallas is he pitched so well on that August 28th that he can make some changes. He can alter. He did that Saturday night in Arlington when he pitched the complete game. He made some changes, threw a few more fastballs. Matter of fact, in that game, he had 13 ground ball outs, 13 fly ball outs. So he was very good in that game against the Rangers.
So Elvis Andrus steps in, and the first pitch of the ball game by Dallas Braden is a fastball for a strike. So we are underway. We've been following the Texas Rangers. Now we get to see them in person. So Ray, it looks like there's a few changes from the lineup that we originally saw.
Yeah.
Not see Rajai Davis out there. There's Matt Carson in center field.
And it's the Davis part because he's the one that's out.
So we'll get some verification on what looks like a couple late lineup changes for the Athletics, but we'll let you know.
Got your whiteout ready?
Got it in there already. But it was originally Rajai Davis in center field, Matt Carson in right. Now Carson's in center and Gross is in right. Andrus fouls it straight back.
It's hard to believe it. Dallas Braden, the game he had against the Rangers, and I agree with you, probably next to his perfect game. He had 1 strikeout. That was Michael Young. He didn't walk a batter. And a 4-hitter. And as you mentioned, 13 ground ball outs, 13 fly ball outs. And for Dallas, it looked like a lot of the Rangers were sitting changeup, and he threw the fastball, and as a result, they were a little late at hitting pop-ups. But he also had them fooled on the changeups and got ground ball outs.
This one's lofted toward the shortstop, and that's Steve Tollison, and he makes the catch. The breakdown for Dallas Braden starts against the Rangers, home and on the road.
That's amazing.
Well, that start that we're talking about, it was a Saturday night, but it was in Arlington. It was very, very hot, and anytime a pitcher's out there and he's getting into the late innings, you start thinking, boy, they got to be wearing down, but he never showed any signs of wearing down. Now, he was tired. There's no question about that, but it didn't show.
He loves the heat.
Yeah. Swing and a miss by Michael Young. So Michael Young, good year, 284 with 20 homers and 86 runs batted in.
You hearing Mike Sullick? He's changing the entire lineup. Nice going. He's not. Of course, when you take your leadoff hitter out of the lineup, Rajay Davis, you know it's going to be a messy lineup card after that.
Good call. Nothing good happens after you take the leadoff hitter out. Young towards center field, and that is Matt Carson out there. Yes, it is. He makes the catch. So we'll get the new lineup. We'll have it done by the time the A's come to bat, I promise. Because Josh Hood, the great graphics operator downstairs, frantically working on his machine right now. Probably not very happy, but that's all right. He'll get it done.
Who cares about Josh? Who's going to take care of our lineup sheet? Ours will not be ready by maybe a fourth inning. I'm not going to miss it.
Good point. You're right. Forget about Josh. Swing and a miss by Nelson Cruz.
Well, getting this guy back has been great for Ron Washington, the Rangers. He has been, of course, a very good power hitter. And there's maybe an indication. First pitch changeup, and then he looked like he might have been looking for the changeup. That was an 89-mile-an-hour fastball, blew it right by him. So that's what a good changeup pitcher can do in changing speeds the way Dallas can.
Another fastball, and Cruz fouled it back. The manager, Ron Washington, enjoying a terrific season for the Rangers. It's been a while since they've reached the postseason. They're closing in right now. That one bounced foul, so the count remains 0-2 to Nelson Cruz.
Ron Washington made a statement when, of course, his club times have not played extremely well, and the A's, teetering back and forth. He said, "I'd rather be 8 ahead instead of 8 behind." And that's a brilliant statement, because there's a lot of truth to it. You have an 8-game lead, especially in the last month, really, or 2 months, which they have had. There's only been one club that has not gone to postseason.
Well, I think, too, your losses, even if you have an 8-game lead in September, they're magnified, right? Now, you lose 4 in a row in June, it's not a big deal, but all of a sudden you lose 4 in a row in September, and everybody starts saying, uh-oh. They're letting everybody back in, and the point is you still have a 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever it may be at the time lead in the division. Good pitch, just a bit inside, 3-2.
Let's see how much he looks for a changeup now after a couple of fastballs inside. Of course, he can back it up and try to get the inside corner off the plate. Something away.
That one up the middle. Ellis on the back end throws, but his throw is late. Nothing Ellie could do as Nelson Cruz has an infield hit. Well, the Angels and the A's have sort of owned the AL West in the last 10 years. The Mariners, of course, had that huge season in 2001, but 4 division titles for the A's, 5 for the Mariners, and none for these Texas Rangers. So they are ready to put their name on that board right there. The AL West probably wishes there was the A's wish there was maybe a World Series title in there somewhere. The Angels, of course, had one in 2002.
And the year the A's won 103, 2002. The Angels won the World Series as the wild card.
One pitch to Vladimir Guerrero, pops it up. Suzuki and Barton will go after it, but it'll bounce into the seats. So the count 0-2, just underway from the Coliseum. The big season for Vladimir Guerrero, 27 home runs and 107 RBIs. A 3.02 batting average. And he bounces that one. Kuzminoff on the dive, a terrific play, throws to second to get Nelson Cruz. Nice play by Kevin Kuzminoff, and the side is retired. Welcome back to the Coliseum. No score, bottom of the first inning. Here's the revised, and I mean revised, A starting lineup. Ellis at second, Barton at first. Suzuki's the catcher, Kuzmanov at third. Then it's Cust, Carter, Carson, Gross, and Tollison. Defensively for the Texas Rangers, Cruz, Murphy, Francoeur in the outfield. Young, Andrus, Kinsler, Cantu on the infield. Taylor Teagarden is the catcher. Cliff Lee on the mound. So Mark Ellis up to the leadoff spot.
I think the most important thing is the A's hitters don't hit out of order. Had that many changes basically. With Raji, only Derek Barton, I guess, stays in his.
Tollison too.
In Tollison,
That's it.
Gabe Gross has started to grow the beard. Then he shaved part of it. Tonight shaved everything. And he says, you know, it looked like a new player, so I'm playing. And here he is again tonight in the lineup.
He's in there.
Well, Cliff Lee, 27 start, 13, now 14 for the Texas Rangers. 7 complete games. He has 2 against the Athletics. And he has done pretty well. As a matter of fact, 17 innings. He's pitched 21 strikeouts. No walks in either start. Of course, he only has 16 walks in 200 innings, 200 and 130. So he's around the plate. That's what the hitters know. That's why they're swinging early. Kevin Kuzmanov is back, and happy to have him back. This is a base hit headed to left field, but Kuz with a diving stop up and throwing to Mark Ellis to get Nelson Cruz to end the top of the first inning. Fantastic play by Kuz.
1-1 to Derek Barton. 276 with 8 homers and 51 runs batted in. There's a strike. Breaking ball from Cliff Lee. Kurt Suzuki in the on-deck circle. That one's poked on the left field line, but it's just foul. Well, we're trying to get our lineups in order here, folks. How you doing?
I'm getting there. Best in whiteout.
Yep. And the inside corner, swing and a miss by Cust.
We got our keys to the game. Brought to you by Toyota. No Texas clinch here. That's the A's gold sweep, number 1. 3 out of 4, worst case scenario. Dallas Braden, the perfect pitcher for the task, no doubt. It's a perfect game against the Rays and a 4th shot against these Rangers. And for Lee, 2 starts, 21 Ks against the A's in 2010. Against the A's when he's with the Indians, pitched just as well. 1 year, the A's looked like they were going to sweep the Tribe in a couple of different series, but he pitched the final game, and the A's were not able to sweep Cleveland.
Cliff Lee, 32 years old. He just turned 32. This is his 8th year in the big leagues. He has a career record of 102 and 60. And that one's lofted towards center field. Murphy to his right. Now in a couple steps, he's got it side retired. So 3 up, 3 down inning for Cliff Lee. And we head to the second. No score.
Well, a 7:05 game with the Rangers is your last chance this season to enjoy an Xfinity Friday family pack. 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis, 4 bags of peanuts. That's $150 value for just $50. Get more information in your Mercury News, Contra Costa Times, or the Oakland Tribune, or online at oaklandathletics.com. I guess CC is Contra Costa, right? CC Times.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Joe Stiglich, the beat writer for the A's, CC Times. Ian Kinsler, Jeff Francoeur, David Murphy. Texas Rangers here in the top of the second. Rangers with an 84-67 record so far this year. And this is a 10-game road trip that they're on. They're finishing it up here in Oakland. They're 2-4 so far, losing 2 out of 3 in Seattle and then 2 out of 3 in Anaheim. They needed extra innings to win last night and salvage the final game of that series down in Anaheim.
Is that a pass ball or a wild pitch in the 12th inning?
I did not see the highlight.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Kinsler pops the foul back. So their magic number is 4. There's Jeff Francoeur. So last time, this was the Rangers won it last night.
12th inning, Matt Palmer pitching and like a cross up. Memphis scoring after it and safe. It's David Murphy and was sliding there.
Change-up, swing and a miss.
Well, that's a great change-up. Kinsler, a very aggressive hitter. And Dallas Braden pulled the string perfectly. Big swing by the Rangers second baseman. No doubt Dallas Braden knew coming into the ninth. Of course, he had known that he's going to be facing the Rangers, and the pitcher against his club is going to be Cliff Lee. Figures not going to be a lot of offense in the game. At least he hopes that's the case against the Rangers, but also maybe difficult for the A's to score. So he tried to pitch a shutout. If there's ever a game to try to do that, Dallas Braden as well as Cliff Lee will both try to turn it over to the bullpens and take it as deep as possible. But we know Lee will go deep very often, at least make an attempt to go deep in the ball game.
Well, that's a step that Dallas Braden has made this year. In the last couple of years, did not have a complete game. This year, he's got 5 and a couple of shutouts. Swing and a miss by Jeff Francoeur. So Braden with 5. Cliff Lee leads the American League with 7. That's hit hard. Kuzmanov knocks it down, picks it up with the bare hand, and throws out Francoeur.
Well, it's a great example of what you do when you have a ball that drops in front of you. And Kevin Kuzmanov just calmly looked at the ball, picked it up, and ultra mode. Watch this ball pop up. Well, watch what he does. Doesn't panic, lets the ball drop, goes after it in slow motion, picks it up, and then knows that Francoeur, he scored on the pass ball last night, and plenty of time to throw him out. Our ultra mode brought to you by the Evergood Sausage Company. Kevin Kuzmanov, good to see him back, second game since back spasms on September the 5th against the Angels. That's why he's a solid defensive third baseman. Great to have him down there, and especially left-hander pitching, and the right-handers facing Dallas Braden tonight.
2-0 pitch called the strike to David Murphy. Murphy playing center field tonight. Another strike call, 2-2. Murphy with a .290 batting average. That average has climbed a lot in the last month. Got a changeup, did his best to wait on it, and just got a piece of it.
It's always good to see a left-hander throw a changeup to a left-handed hitter. Suzuki towards the outside part of the plate. That's what you do. That stayed inner part of the plate and allowed Murphy to get a piece of it.
Reaches for that one. Off the mound is Braden. Bare hand, he throws, and they just get Murphy at first.
Bare hand to bounce to scoop, and a great play. Wow.
So another nice defensive play by the A's. The Rangers go quietly in the second. Bottom of the second, A's will have Kuzminoff, Custon, Carter against Cliff Lee. Lee had a 3-up, 3-down first inning with a strikeout. A's record coming in 76-75, and they're 46-31 at home. And they are 8-7 against the Texas Rangers this year. Kuzminoff, 254 with 14 homers. 69 runs batted in.
The biggest question of the Rangers, of course, with Cliff Lee acquiring him from Seattle. Biggest question, are they going to be able to re-sign him? Because he's a free agent at the end of the year. I think there's a few American League clubs probably would like to see him go to the National League, so they wouldn't have to worry about facing him.
He's going to be It'll be one of those players that you kind of keep an eye on just out of curiosity who he will sign with. Will he stay with Texas?
A new ownership group, and see how much money they have left after purchasing the Rangers, and especially when Mark Cuban jumped in and upped the ante with his bidding. I think they had to pay an extra $30 million just because of Cuban bidding anyway. But at least I guess they're out of bankruptcy and they can go forward. And it's amazing the players they were able to acquire going through the situation they were in. With their owner Tom Hicks having problems financially, to be able to get Cliff Lee, Frank Moore, Major League Baseball was involved and kind of running to make sure everything was running properly.
Well, I think it'll be interesting too, not just who signs it, but length of deal.
Oh, yeah. Of course, everybody's thinking about CC Sabathia, his money from the pitcher standpoint.
I think you could make an argument, though. CC Sabathia may be almost almost an isolated player. I mean, I don't know that. Is there somebody else out there that's worth another pitcher that's worth giving a 6-7 year deal to? I don't think so.
There's no doubt what CC did in 2008. But watch this play by Dallas Braden. The bare hand by Braden. Watch how he throws the ball. I can guarantee you this is intentional, that he bounced the ball, a good hop, and ultra low. You can see him spinning the ball to get the good grip, and then threw down. And that's to get the hop to Derek Barton. He tries to throw it in the air, probably does not get as much on it, maybe not so accurate a throw, but nice bounce out in front of the first baseman. That's what a catcher wants too, that bounce out in front, maybe about 10-15 feet, so you get a good hop, and Derek Barton didn't have to worry about making the play.
Jack Cuss steps in. A couple of strikeouts for Cliff Lee. Michael Young playing his old position. So he throws out Cuss. But would you agree with me on the Sabathia thing?
Well, yeah,
I just don't know that there's a guy out there that you'd say, hey, you know what? I'm okay giving a pitcher a 6 or 7 year deal.
And what CC Sabathia did in 2008, when he went to Milwaukee's pitching not on in a 5-man rotation, in a 4-man, and he would start every 3 days, every 4th day instead of getting the extra day, proving that he was willing to do that. And of course, has the body, the makeup to do it. And he's won 19 and now 20 plus this year. So, I mean, and his age and his durability.
Is he even 30 yet, Sabathia? No. So you're talking about Cliff Lee being 32 years old.
And he'll get a good contract, but as far as the length of what CC got, I don't think there's anything close. Hard to get into.
First baseman Cantu down the line, turns around, makes the catch, side retired. So 6 up, 6 down for Cliff Lee. Well, big day in Bay Area sports. Get all the news on Sportsnet Central tonight at 10:30. It's on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Recaps from this game and the Giants-Cubs. Bruce Gradkowski is the starter for the Raiders. But the big news, Ray, Don Nelson steps down as the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. That is big, big news. And Keith Smart, one of his assistants, will take over. So,
you mean they've already?
Oh yeah.
They didn't waste any time, did they?
Keith Smart. So
it should be a smart organization.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We pull for Keith Smart. We wish Don Nelson the best of luck. A terrific career as head coach. Fastball inside to Cantu. It'll be Cantu, Teagarden, and Andrus.
So the new ownership group, you don't know what was going to happen, and I guess they needed to make a decision prior to their camp beginning. which I guess is pretty soon, right? Not already.
Well, it's always you always hear the theory, and it's not always true. New people want their own guy. Yeah. But Keith Smart's been there for a long time as an assistant coach. So Don Nelson, a Bay Area icon, stepping down. Good pitch by Braden. Gets that fastball on the inner half to Cantu. He strikes out.
A good location. The fastball nails the inside corner. That's what he's been trying to do to the right-handers tonight.
Number 2, Taylor.
That one right on the corner. Suzuki set up far enough inside to get it on the corner. Cantu continues to struggle with his new club.
Does he have an RBI yet?
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
I said that was impossible a month ago when we were in Texas.
But I was looking because I couldn't believe when I saw it on the stats. But
he's played this is 23 games.
23rd game.
69 at bats now. He's got 14 hits for the Texas Rangers. He does not have an RBI.
I think Moreland's been playing it. He's hit 5 home runs. You're a platoon player. At least you're going to face probably a few more. I have to say there's a lot of lefties in the Western Division of the American League. That's who the Rangers and the A's are playing primarily down the stretch last couple of weeks. But it seemed like the 4 teams in the division were loading up with lefties. Joe Saunders went to Arizona. Dan Hare, the right-hander, came back.
A fastball again. A swinging strikeout. This time it's Taylor Teagard.
You mean Babe? Fastball inside again and swing and a miss. Yeah, the lineup sheet that we get to at least whatever, not to have all these corrections. It's Taylor Teagard. It showed him hitting 9th. Hitting 145, no home runs, 4 runs better. And I said, no way. Because he's got 2 against the A's. That's why we call him Babe.
He is Babe Teagard.
Against the Athletics for sure. There's a little bit of a change. Throws a backdoor breaking ball. That was a good pitch for Dallas. It has been a good pitch for him.
Anders reaches for it, pokes it foul, so Dallas Braden working ahead in the count again as it's 0-2 to Elvis Anders, who popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. Good pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. So Dallas Braden strikes out the side, and he does it with fastballs. How about that? Bottom of the 3rd coming up.
Hickey Lindsay likes it.
It's time for the Aquafina water break.
Carson leads it off. Bottom three in the Athletics lineup: Carson, Gross, and Tollison against Cliff Lee. Lee has retired the first 6 with a couple of strikeouts. Carson hitting .155 with 3 home runs.
Well, pitches for Cliff Lee, first and second, so his pitch count's good. Dallas Braden 12 in this top half of the inning with the 3 strikeouts. Well, if there is ever a game in which you're looking at the first team to make a mistake, this is it.
Yep, he's got that feel, doesn't it?
Pitches that are dominating.
And hard to the first baseman Cantu. Picks it up and then races to the bag and just gets Carson 1 out. Here's our Bloomberg Sports graphic. The ERA for Cliff Lee as the season has gone on. It was 2.34 at the trade. It's gone up a little bit with the Rangers. It's 3.19 coming into tonight. That's still 9th best in the American League. Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. So Lee, the ERA just a shade over 4 with Texas. He's had, just looking at the starts, he's had 3 or 4 poor starts with the Rangers, where he's given up 6, 7 runs, which
Baltimore.
Yeah, which you do not see very often with him.
I think Baltimore got him his first start.
Yep.
He's acquired a new player, Gabe Gross, at clean shaven. Been swinging the bat well. Of course, he's not been against lefties, and mostly against righties. Sacrificial lamb tonight against Cliff Lee.
Yep.
He'll take it though, just to get in the lineup.
Behind in the count, 1-2. Broken bat. Kinsler grabs it in the air, and that's out number 2. So Steve Tollison will hit.
Grab a bat, young man. Get a
That's a
bat.
power hitter right there, huh?
30. Steve Tollison.
You're right there.
He's hitting cleanup on somebody's team. There's no question about it.
As the late, great Rex Barney used to say in Baltimore, give that fan a contract. Well, give that kid a contract right now. That was great for Rex. Somebody catch a foul ball in the stands. You could hear him blast out the PA system. That's great.
Tollison playing shortstop tonight. Check swing. He had the final at bat in yesterday's game. He struck out against Chris Sale. Wow, I watched Chris Sale throw what, 5 pitches. Wow.
Well,
Looks like Randy Johnson.
Solison said the best he's ever seen.
Oh man.
And he said he just missed the first pitch, which he did. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, fouled it back.
Yeah.
After that, it was it. Didn't have much of a chance after that. Young man looks very good. Same size as Jerry Blevins.
We were impressed in a very short period of time. Fair ball down the third base line. So the A's will have their first hit off Cliff Lee. And Tollison, a big turn at second. He'll stop there. So the 2-out double for Steve Tollison.
That's a slider cutter down and in. And Tollison just dropped the head of the bat on him. And he said, so it's nice to have the opportunity. That ball hit right at the lip of the grass and the dirt. Bounced up a little bit, but clearly a foul ball. No chance for Michael Young. Ultra there's a nice swing. Just drop the head of the bat, get out in front, and pull it down the third baseline. He said he was looking forward to facing Cliff Lee tonight.
So top of the order, Mark Ellis for a 2-out hit. Fastball just a bit low. sneaking in is Kinsler. Two-0. Ellis hit a line drive to Jeff Francoeur in the first inning. Pours that fastball in there. Lee does not look like he's throwing that hard. 93 miles an hour. Of course, he has that great control. Great control, and a lot of his pitches are down. He does not miss up very often. Ellis, shallow right center field. Francoeur's coming in on the run. He makes the catch. Side retired, a 2-out double by Tollison, nothing else for the A's. We go to the fourth, no score.
The A's last home game this season is this Sunday against the Rangers. 10,000 fans said they will get a Dallas Braden bobblehead. Get in line early, folks. Get a little fast. Brought to you by Sharp Business Systems. Order tickets online now at OaklandAthletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. That will be a popular item. I bet that lady right there, Peggy Lindsay, I bet she gets one. Or a case. Or a few.
She heard your complaints too, boy. Did she come through tonight or what?
Lots of eclairs.
Got on the elevator, and there Peggy was with the bag, and she said, "Where's Ray?" I said, "I feel bad, and I got the goods." And she got the goods all right. Eclairs for everybody. There's got to be, what? There's got to be 25 eclairs at least in the booth right now.
That's 10 for you and
10 for me.
Grady's over here just
Grady
waiting.
Grady will get 2.
Grady's saying, when are they going to bring them out?
Well, we appreciate it. Peggy takes it serious, you can tell. And they are good. Well worth the wait. One-two to Michael Young, and he lays off that changeup, but a pretty good pitch by Braden. Young hit a fly ball to center field in the first. He shoots that one to right field, but it's foul.
All those adults and a couple of kids down on the front row saying, all right, which one are you going to give it to?
Slowly hit. Mark Ellis picks it up. Throws to first. Just in time to get Michael Young for out number 1.
Michael Young got the fastball inside that he hit foul, and then a good changeup off the end of the bat. Mark Ellis charging, knew he had to hurry, and like it when he's watching himself on Diamond Vision. Watch these guys, they get to watch themselves making good plays.
One out for Nelson Cruz, who had a base hit in the first inning. Cues that one off the end of the bat.
I got the good guys in town tonight again. Same thing happened first at bat. Dallas ended up throwing Nelson Cruz 9 pitches after starting 0-2.
Cruz lays off that one. You see guys get frustrated when they face Dallas Braden. Swings and misses, and a pitch in the dirt. Suzuki makes the tag, and that is strikeout number 5 for Dallas Braden.
Got 10 against Seattle to start his 2010 season. This one is what he wants, the one in the dirt. Especially aggressive hitters in Rangers Club are that. You can see the Ultramo, the circle change. Great shot there. They see the thumb and the index finger forming the circle, 3 fingers, middle ring and little pinky finger on the baseball, and just throwing it hard like a fastball, but it comes out like that as a changeup. And ideally, and Dallas says he can try to start it about thigh high and end up down on the ground like he did to Cruz, and that's where he wants to throw it, down in here.
A fastball, but it had a little tail away from Guerrero, and that was a good thing.
Oh, great. There's a circle. See the circle, the index finger, and the thumb. That's a great shot. That just shows you see the circle of those.
There's a shot to left field. Carter coming in, and he makes the catch. Side retired, and Dallas Braden is on a roll. He has retired 10 in a row. TNT, the Rangers have been shut out 4 times this season, tied for the fewest in the majors. Who are the 3 pitchers to toss complete game shutouts against the Rangers? Somebody did it twice. Barton, Suzuki, and Kuzminov to face Cliff Lee here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cliff Lee has allowed just 1 hit. Dallas Braden has allowed just 1 hit. So far, a pitcher's duel. Certainly looks like it's going to stay that way.
Dallas Braden hopes that's the case because Cliff Lee has actually, Dallas has more strikeouts. He has been the strikeout pitcher against the A's. Lee has. See, Derek Barton back in the lineup. Did not start yesterday's game. Came in defensively as bottom 5 of the batting order. Javier used 11 different players in those bottom 5 positions.
And a 4-pitch walk to Derek Barton. 17th walk that Cliff Lee has allowed this year.
Of course, he walked the guy with over 100, so maybe that's appropriate.
Yeah. So here's Kurt Suzuki. So good start for the A's here in the bottom of the 4th inning with the leadoff walk. Just 3 other games going on in the American League. They are all finals now, and the big one was the Rays beating the Yankees by a final score of 10-3. Price the winner, Sabathia the loser. So Price 18-6. Sabathia now 20-7. It was a 7-run 6th inning, the difference in the game for the Rays. So 10-3 is the final there.
Felt the 3-1 lead for the Yankees and CC Sabathia.
Looked good for a while.
Absolutely, and might be enough, especially. But I like what David Price said. He was looking forward to facing the Yankees and on the other side being CC Sabathia, rematch. These guys pitching down in Tampa. Big series turned out to be, what, split 2-2?
Yeah, the Yankees won the first 2. The Rays won the last 2. So the lead for the Yankees is back to a half a game over the Rays. Both those teams closing in on playoff spots. The Yankees' magic number to make the playoffs is 3. There's his 3. I guess the Rays would be 4 then, right? I guess so.
Half game. Come on, guys.
Little showboat.
They're going to find a young child to give it to, and then make everybody happy.
He hasn't done it yet. That is foul ball heaven right down there.
Gives the home plate umpire has been a little bit critical, at least on the inside part of the plate. Both lefties working hard inside corner. Unless it's a swing and miss, it's really not been many called inside. Try another one.
Suzuki off the foot, and the count will remain full. The Blue Jays, we'll take a look at the swing first.
Hit it. Yeah. Against his shin guard. Talking to Matt Carson about Cliff Lee, and he said he'll start a fastball inside to a right-hander and bring it back like a two-seamer. He said just when you feel comfortable with that, that's when he throws the cutter inside. So the 2 different directions he can throw, and as hard as he throws, sometimes you wonder how he gets the movement on the fastball. There's a lot of times a 4-seamer down on him.
Man, how about that? Back-to-back walks. A's baseball here on Comcast Sports 10 California is brought to you by Cash Creek's Cash Perfect 10 giveaway. From now until October 10th, thousands will win cash and prizes every day. Visit cashcreek.com for details. And some food, maybe some drinks, and enjoying a good pitcher's duel. Do you think Cliff Lee has walked back-to-back guys?
Probably never.
This year?
At least not this year.
I'm saying no. We don't know that for a fact. First pitch to Kuzminov is low.
Go ask Josh.
Josh would find out for us. He may be still figuring out the lineup down on the TV show.
No, Josh Look.
Oh, okay.
Or Josh Hood. Hey, Josh has been on top.
So he wasn't Josh.
Well, I know that, but that's He might know a lot, but who cares about the Rangers where the Cliff Lees walk back-to-back hitters enough.
That's right.
Nice tag. Tom A. Greaves.
So 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for Cliff Lee in the game. Good fastball there. Swings and misses, does Kuzma.
I always say that when you have a couple of walks in this situation and you know it's going to be a close game, but you have a 4th place hitter who's not going to sacrifice. I mean, you get certain parts of batting order, it's just you're not going to get a sacrifice. But yet you had the first couple of guys who are down in the order, you get automatic. You're going to spawn a couple of guys. The infield probably play back, or I don't know, with Lee they might play in, but this is just a matter of trying to keep the inning going and make something happen after a couple of gift walks.
2-2 to Kuzmanov. Strike 3 call. Inside corner. Kuzmanov strikes out for the 2nd time. So the highest strikeout to walk ratio in Major League Baseball history. Cliff Lee's 2nd to Brett Saberhagen. Now it's close, obviously, but the 2 walks may have hurt him as far as trying to catch Brett Saberhagen on that list. But still, just 18 walks now and 177 strikeouts for the season. He's done that in 203 innings.
Jack Cuss needs to hit the same ground ball that he hit his first at bat, because Michael Young cannot play over in the shortstop position. He did it before. He was over here. Now he has to play closer to 3rd because of the runner at 2nd base. The ground ball would have been right to him, and now it'd be right in the left field. Very rare that Jack hits the ball on the ground to the left side.
There's a strike in the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Broken bat, base hit center field. Derek Barton rounding 3rd. He will score. All the way to 3rd goes Suzuki, and the A's have a 1-0 lead against Cliff Lee. A broken bat base hit by Jack Cust.
And the ball no more got to Murphy and thrown in. And Mike Maddox was out. I just wonder if he got some splinters. Back at him. Maybe that's why he's walking out, because, yes, I think the bat maybe got a part of Cliff Lee. We'll see it in Ultramo. The shattered bat. Oh, my goodness. And now the trainer's going to go out and visit him, but maybe that's the reason Mike Maddox went out to check him. Because the bat went pulling back out towards Cliff Lee. So Derek Barton able to score just as important, probably more important, is the fact that Suzuki going hard to 3rd base on the base hit up the middle. Yeah, there's just too many of those.
There it is.
Yeah.
You know what? He did get hit by something. Huh. Wow.
He's probably more upset. He walked 2 guys and one of them's already scored. And he's trying to see if the next one can score. On at 3rd base. Now Lee with the bat coming at him with a follow through. Not much he could do. Right there he ducked, and that's where it just grazed him. Back on the left ear. Oh, so scary.
Now ready. Left fielder, number 22, Chris Carter.
So Chris Carter steps in, 1st and 3rd, 1 out, a run in. There's a fastball for a strike.
Towards the end of the bat, Lee knew it's coming after him, or maybe looking back. And
see, Ray, that the whole bat hit him. It was not a splinter.
Yeah, exactly.
He turned away from it, and it just grazed him.
It just
maybe it was just a little piece or something.
Kind of propeller and the end of the bat, the jagged end. Got it. Fortunately, it's kind of a glancing blow.
See, now watch. There comes the bat. And it was the sharp edge, too. Wow.
Same with Tyler Colvin with the Cubs last Sunday.
Popped up. Long run for Francoeur, and he will not get it. Drops in the foul territory. Well, the more you think about what we just saw, think about how scary that was.
Oh. Well,
I mean, now you hit him in the ear.
Yeah. Well,
another 3 inches, it hits him right in the head.
Exactly. And just like Tyler Colvin hitting.
Or in the neck?
Yeah, Tyler Colvin, it hit him in the left, just under the left collarbone.
Man.
What, about 3 inches the heart.
Yep.
He got the head, the neck. I mean, whew.
Man.
You know, the hardest thing, I would think, for pitching, because you don't think about it, but, you know, he kind of got a little bit of attention to the ear, but then said, let's go. And let's figure that's not going to keep him out. Brad Ziegler here. You saw him take one on the left side of the back.
So 2-2 to Chris Carter. Carter holds up on the breaking ball, and now it's a full count. Suzuki is the runner at third. Cust is at first.
Now this is where it's great to be strong. He gets out on the front foot and bat straight back. Hammer and Hank Air.
Yeah. Good call.
Just hit one like it right now. He's a strikeout pitcher. I think it'd be kind of hard to send Jack Cust in this situation.
Cust not running. Pitch is hit to right center. Murphy on the run. He's going to get there, make the catch. Plenty deep enough for Kurt Suzuki to come in. So Chris Carter with a sacrifice fly, and the A's lead 2-0.
Folks, that's impressive. To take a 2-2 curveball the way he did, and then handle the inside fastball. Chris Carter, yesterday's first major league home run, his first run batted in. So he adds another RBI, especially with a runner at third. Look at him take the inside fastball. Watch this, and Chabot get out on the front foot and then just drive it to right center. Well, that's some great teaching there, folks. Just the fact that runner at third, close it up, hit it to right center, left center. He did it perfectly.
So Matt Carson steps in, takes a fastball high.
So you said Cliff Lee, back-to-back walks.
Yeah.
How about back-to-back walks? They've scored.
They both scored, yeah. Huh. Carson with a good swing on a fastball. 1-1 the count.
He's got 3 home runs against all lefties. So why not just hit one against the best lefty?
That's right. Fastball high again. 2-1. 70 pitches for Cliff Lee with 2 outs in the 4th. And this is the inning that has really got him. High pop-up. Center field. David Murphy is there. He's got it side retired. Good inning for the A's. They score 2 off Cliff Lee. We head to the 5th inning. A's 2, Rangers nothing. Give you a new way to wrap up your sports weekend. It's the Sunday Night Wrap this Sunday at 9 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet California. Gary and Tony together on TV for the first time. Radnich and Bruno, sports knowledge, they are full of it. Beautiful night at the ballpark, and the A's with a 2-0 lead over the Texas Rangers. And Dallas Braden has been terrific through the first 4 innings. 5 strikeouts, no walks, and he's allowed just 1 hit. As he faces Kinsler, Francoeur, and Murphy. So a shutdown inning opportunity for Dallas Braden.
I'll be very appreciative of a couple of runs against Cliff Lee. He has been outstanding. Dallas has only 5 innings. He has not gotten a shutdown.
Kinsler skies one to left, and it's in the ballpark. Carson into left center field has it. So Kinsler is retired, 1 out. Well, the Rangers have been shut out 4 times this season. That's tied for the fewest in the majors. Who are the 3 pitchers to toss complete game shutouts against them?
Jeff Francoeur.
Ricky Romero, Dallas Braden, Irvin Santana. The other one was not a complete game. Ryan Mattis went 8 innings. So Romero, Braden, and Santana. Santana did it 2 nights ago. So that is our AT&T trivia answer. Francoeur, a line drive toward left. Carter back, reaches up and makes the catch. So that's out number 2.
Do you think anything really causes Chris Carter to panic?
I don't think so.
I mean, even balls that are hit to him, you think, hurry up and get to it. He just casually goes after it, reaches up with the tall stretch.
I got it.
Is it that big deal? I mean, if I could just get a sac fly off Cliff Lee, what's the big deal about catching a fly?
He's a gentle giant.
Yes, he is. He's going to be playing winter baseball in Venezuela this year.
All right. You did that a few times, right?
3 years. Only he's going to play. There's 2 teams in Caracas, one in Caracas and the White House, the other one that he's going to play in the Caracas area. So it'll be a nice experience for him.
Did you enjoy your time down there?
Absolutely. It was a great time. Valencia, right in the middle of the country. Played 69 and 70, and then 79. But that 10-year period of time, and the 9 years from 70 to 79, what a difference in the country. No hablo español either. It was.
So how long are those seasons where they played? 40, 50 games?
60 games.
60 games.
I went down. Walt Rainiac, as a matter of fact, was the catcher and had an injury, and I replaced him in 69. Then went back in 70. I had broken my finger and went down, was not allowed to catch, so I played first base. Had a great experience. It's great to be able to play in winter baseball because that time, and I don't know how it's changed, but I think they could allow 8 American ball players to play on each team. So it's primarily they wanted their own players to play as much as possible. The Venezuelan players in this case, who a lot of major league players, Davey Concepcion, of course, with the club in.
Barton has it, flips to Braden, 3 up, 3 down inning, 13 in a row retired by Dallas Braden. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0.
18.
2-0 bottom of the fifth. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. Alex from Fairfield wants to know, who is your favorite all-time favorite A's player? That's easy for me. It's not that guy. It's Ray Fosse. It's my favorite A's player of all time. It's actually, for me, it's the easiest question that we've had all year.
What's the question?
Who's your favorite all-time A's player? Ray Fosse.
Well, I was just passing out eclairs. Sorry.
I was just saying what an all-around great guy you are, and you're not even in the booth.
Well, that's all right. I was sharing the eclairs for you.
And I was sharing with our viewers who my favorite all-time A's.
You know, well, that's not true, because I was with the Indians when your brother was there, and I was just second.
You were second, yeah.
because Dwayne was first.
Yeah, but you're on the list twice, which is a good thing,
true.
right?
So what was the question? I'm sorry. I was. Everybody was enjoying.
Who is your favorite all-time A's player?
You know, I'll be very honest. I could count on maybe. No, I don't even know if I can count on a hand of the ones that have not been great players. And I've said it all along that the A's not only draft, sign excellent players on the field, but excellent people. It makes a huge difference because of the time that everybody's together, everybody gets along, they play hard, they play well. And that's a credit to the organization for, you know, recognizing talented players, but also there's more to the player than just what he can do on the field.
Dave Gross fights it off, and he has a leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the fifth.
I wonder if he's going to ask for the baseball. Because to play against Cliff Lee, of course, he had a walk-off home run against Matt Thornton, as we talked about yesterday. And Adam Rowan showed this to Gabe Gross in Ultra Mode. He likes that.
So here is Steve Tollison. Tollison, a shot past Young, down the line. Here comes Gross digging for third. Gallegos waving him home, and Gabe Gross will score. 3-0 Athletics.
Well, I guess Steve Tollison couldn't wait to face Cliff Lee. Jumping on the first pitch, try to go inside, and another hard hit ball down the third base line. And you know what? Cliff Lee is missing inside of the location. In the case of Tollison, he's hit it twice, but watch Gabe Gross. He can fly. I mean, he cuts the bases short. Mike Gallego, not a problem at all, sending him standing up and scoring the third run.
First Major League RBI. How about that? So congratulations. Yeah, he's got a couple of doubles tonight against Cliff Lee. So top of the order, and Mark Ellis.
Yeah, you always try to hit the ball to the right side. This situation, not a bad time to box. Trying to push the ball maybe.
Well, what did we figure out, Ray? In the fourth inning, Cliff Lee threw at least 40 pitches, right? He had 30 after 3.
I had 40 after 3.
I had 40. Yeah. So he threw over 30 pitches. Yeah.
So he threw 30 pitches in that one inning. I don't know what was the guy's just had up. I didn't see that.
But it was a high stress inning for Lee. Quick top of the fifth, and he's right back out there to work in the bottom of the fifth and gives up a single and a double. Ellis is 0 for 2. A line out to right and a fly ball to right. Trying to hit the ball to the right side.
The guy's going to shake off that many signs. I think he's going to get to the fastball. It's just a matter of location. He only got the fastball and pushed it foul.
Fastball inside, and now a full count. Scott Feldman takes the jacket off. There's a shot to center field, and that's going to be a base hit in front of Murphy. Collison will go to third and stop there. First and third, nobody out.
Feeling very good at bat by Mark Ellis. Fastball really not inside as far as Cliff Lee wanted it in. Steve Tollison almost took off, and then Murphy charged the ball. And Murphy then used his body to block it. Steve Tollison able to get to third base as Murphy gets the ball back into second, keep the double play in order. But again, Mike Maddox out very quickly after calling to the bullpen to get Feldman up.
Well, we talked about those back-to-back walks, Ray, last inning. We find out from our great stat man, B.I., that it was the first time this year he had walked back-to-back hitters in the same inning. It was just the second time this year that he has walked two.
Now batting, first baseman, number 10, Larry Martin.
Well, that's why it's all the more reason I'm happy that the A's took advantage even after the strikeout by Kuzminov. But Cust a single, Carter a sac fly, and both of those walks scored.
First pitch to Martin in the dirt, blocked by Teagard. Martin, a strikeout and a walk. Scored a run in the fourth. Fastball right on the outside corner. The walk by Barton was his 104th of the year. That one got up and in on Barton. He fouled it back. Single, double, single against Cliff Lee here in the fifth inning with a run in. Fastball away. So Lee now 87 pitches in the ballgame. Just has not been quite as sharp as we've seen him in the past. He's given up 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Bounce towards second. Kinsler charges. He'll throw to first and get the out there. The run comes in to score. And Ellis is in a rundown. Ellis hustling back to first, but Kinsler ends up with the ball and puts the tag down. So the double play, but a run comes in. That's Tollison, and it's 4-0. The A's lead.
Mark Ellis figured he's going to run into the out with Kinsler and decided to let the throw go to first. And that is a 4-3-6-4 double play, but the A's do score the run.
So the base is now empty, and here's Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki toward left center field. Murphy on the run, still on the run, can't get it. And it's going to be a double for Kurt Suzuki. Fourth hit in the inning for the Athletics.
Well, Murphy playing it straight up in center field, and Kurt Suzuki able to get out in front and pull the ball a little bit towards the end of the bat, but enough on it to split the gap in the left center. And I think the A's can be very happy that Josh Hamilton wasn't playing center, because that would have been out. Josh Hamilton can make some plays in the outfield, and nothing against Murphy, but Josh Hamilton is a special player, especially, well, all around, hitting playing the outfield. He robbed Mark Ellis and Arlington a ball that nobody thought he could get to it.
Well, they're talking about maybe next week for Josh Hamilton. Not for sure, but he's hoping.
Well, he's hoping for the last 3 games to play, so he can at least.
That's all you would need.
Yeah.
1-1 to Kuzmanov.
Jackie Moore, former A's manager, the bench coach for Ron Washington, who is a former coach, third base coach for 11 years. So some A's ties. Kobe Lewis was with the Athletics. He'll pitch in the series.
Kuzmanov pops it up. It's going to be Frank Coor coming in, and he's got it side retired. 2 runs on 4 hits for the A's. So we have played 5 from the Coliseum. The A's with a 4-0 lead.
Tomorrow the A's continue their final home series of the season when they host the Rangers. First pitch is 7:05. 10,000 fans tomorrow night will get a 2010 A's team photo, and it's brought to you by Comerica Bank. Get tickets online, OaklandAthletics.com, or call 877-493-BALL.
So Dallas Braid now has a 4-0 lead. Goes to work in the top of the 6th. Jorge Cantu, Taylor Teagarden, and Elvis Andrus. First pitch strike.
Dallas Braden, his Sunday start against the Red Sox here. Last homestand, had a 3-0 lead in this inning. Got the first 2 outs quickly. Unfortunately left, trailing 4-3.
Marcellus takes care of Jorge Cantu. Make sure you visit the A's page on CSNCalifornia.com to vote in tonight's poll. You make the call. Who is the best story for the A's this season?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kevin? Oh, wow. That's a heck of a poll question there.
Kevin's on there. Card to the first career home run. That was pretty good.
Cahill's emergency what? Oh, emergency.
Cahill's emergence. He was needed and he came through.
That's right. That's a great one. That's right.
Has it. There's Trevor. Well, you know, the Dallas Braid thing is going to be the one that stands out the most because it was something that's only been done 20 times in Major League Baseball history. So that was awesome. But as far as laughing and having fun, the Dinger home run was pretty good.
Oh, that's a great one. That's
with
right.
The great Monty Moore at the mic doing play-by-play.
I mean, it could not have been scripted any more perfectly.
No.
Talking about the Dinger, he had the huge Dinger, couldn't even lift it up, and he said, "Ring it, Ray." And about that time, home run, Dinger time.
So Monty Moore is, World Series games. He's done it all for the A's. Terrific broadcasting career. I want to know where that ranks for Monty. Come on, that's got to be in the top 10.
I'm surprised that Larry just said that Kevin's got 60% of the votes already.
That's disappointing.
Well, yeah.
That's disappointing.
Kevin gets his first date?
So you got Suzuki's dinger, perfect game, and Kevin's first date.
This is not a reality show. This is baseball. Important baseball. So fans, log on and let's get your votes.
It's up to you, fans, to straighten it out. The dinger. Changeup, swing and a miss, and is Dallas Braden on a roll. 16 in a row retired, 4-0 A's. Coors Light Freeze Cam. It is the Coors Light sixth inning. Now the Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. A's with a 4-0 lead over the Texas Rangers behind Dallas Braden. Jack Cuss to lead it off, and we got a new pitcher for the Texas Rangers. So Cliff Lee out after 5 innings. It's going to be the big right-hander Scott Feldman when it's time for a change. Think speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Scott Feldman, 21 starts this year. This is his 7th appearance out of the bullpen. First pitch to Cust is up and away. So Cliff Lee not real sharp tonight. A's took advantage. With Pennington loosening up. You have to feel pretty good anytime you can hit 4 runs in 5 innings off Cliff Lee. He gave up 6 hits. Two and one now to Jack Cust. Cust with an RBI single in the 4th inning. Two pitches for Cliff Lee in the game. Swing and a miss. Cuss strikes out. So that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
You know how special tonight is to face Cliff Lee. Off-speed pitch by Feldman. Jack Cuss trying to stay back, but the off-speed pitch got him. Got to go back to Kansas City when the A's lost 11-3. They drew 4 walks and 1 scored. In the next 7 games, the A's have drawn 24 walks, not 1 scored until tonight.
Oh, wow.
Against Cliff Lee, who very rarely walks a batter, much less get a chance to score. The A's tonight taking advantage, and 2 have scored.
That's right. Walking is one thing. Getting them home is another, especially against a very good pitcher. Chris Carter, sacrifice fly in the 4th inning.
Carter's sac fly might be the most important out of the game from the A's standpoint. As the second walk in the inning, third base, Kurt Suzuki hustling to get to third base. And Chris Carter taking the inside fastball and not pulling it into the seats like he did yesterday with Edwin Jackson. He's got some giddy up on his swing.
So Carter with the base hit, hits it hard into left field. That is the 5th hit for Chris Carter on the season.
And not one has been soft.
Two.
I think Chris Carter's starting to feel pretty good about himself. We're talking about Venezuela. That's a very good league. And that young man is strong. He's out on the front foot and then just top hands, opens the hips. What a great swing.
That's a good looking swing.
Oh, it is.
You're right.
He's going to find a way in the lineup next year. He may hit 40. He might not steal 40 like the other big guy in the outfield, but got to hit 40-40. Carter's showing he's got a very good swing.
0-1 to Matt Carson. 6'5", Chris Carter. That one's driven to center and hit well. Murphy's going back, still going back, over his head, up against the wall. Here comes Carter around third. He will score. 5-0. The A's lead. Carson straightaway center field over Murphy's head for a double.
All right, Chris Carter also showing he's got some wheels scoring from first base, but Matt Carson, a little bit of a cutter from Feldman, and a great swing, solidly hit right up the middle. A great swing. The ball, fortunately, popped up in center field, came straight up to Murphy, and Chris Carter turned on the afterburner. Tanner Teagarden was hoping the ball would not be thrown into it. Don't want a collision with that size of man.
So the A's with 6 hits in the last 2 innings. So Gabe Gross will step in. Gross singled and scored in the 5th. Popped out in the 3rd. Outside. Remember Scott Feldman last year? He had what the Rangers felt was a breakthrough season. He was 17-8 in 31 starts, and he really had a nice year. The Rangers felt like, hey, they got themselves a quality starter. Right center and deep. Murphy back. Near the wall. He's got it. Carson will tag up and go to third. A long out off the bat of Gabe Gross.
Another great swing and a ball that just, think about pulling it just a little bit. He's got his second home run. He's staying on Feldman's pitch. He's taking him back up the middle, deep to center field.
So here's Tollison, but The deal with Feldman, Ray, is the Rangers liked his year so much last year, they gave him a 3-year, $14 million contract, figuring he's going to be right in the middle of the rotation. Well, he really has not had a good year. Michael Kirkman, a lefty, starts to throw. Now, that doesn't mean that he couldn't come back next year and return to that form he showed last year. Michael Young has it. Side retired. Another run for the A's. They lead 5-0 after 6. You by Nation's Giant Hamburgers. On this date, 2001, the A's clinched the American League wild card right here at the Coliseum. Isringhausen gets Ramon Vasquez to ground out Jambi Mulder. Mulder got his 20th win that day.
John Jaha.
So that was the year you talked about, Ray, where the Mariners won 116, the A's won 102, and the A's got the wild card. Just fine with them. That was 2001. When you've got a giant appetite, it's got to be Nations. Cliff Pennington comes in the game at shortstop, so Steve Tollison gets a couple of doubles, and he will enjoy the rest of the game from the dugout. So Dallas Braden goes to work. First pitch to Michael Young is outside. 16 in a row retired by Dallas Braden. He's had 5 consecutive 3-up, 3-down innings. He got the final out of the first inning. There you go. Two and one now to Michael Young. 5-0 A's. 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Drops inside to Young. Fly ball to center field, a ground out to second for Michael Young. Bounced back to Braden, who reaches out, grabs it, underhand to first. 1 out.
And that's a hitter swinging at a pitcher's pitch. 3-1. Dallas Braden just did not throw him a fastball down the middle. Took a little bit off with a 2-seamer away from him. Handled his position nicely. Pitchers like to run over, flip the ball underhand, a little bit more accuracy and confidence doing that.
Here's Cruz. Fastball for a strike. I would say he's in a groove. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good pitch there, but just a touch inside. 1-1 the count. Cruz has the only hit in the game for the Rangers, a 2-out single in the very first inning.
And he started that at bat 0-2, fouled off 3 with 2 strikes, then got a changeup that he hit off the end of the bat.
that one. Got a piece of Kurt Suzuki. Oh, man. He's a tough cat, I'm telling you.
You have to be.
Wow.
You put the tools of smarts on. You can.
Tools of smartness.
They're not
Tools of intelligence.
That's right. And the pal saying, hang in there, Zook.
Oh, pop up on the infield as again. Cruz reaching for the changeup. Hits it weakly, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, number 27, Vladimir Guerrero.
I would think, Ray, as a catcher, you get hit like that. There's absolutely nothing anybody can say to you that would remotely make you feel any better.
As a matter of fact, don't even come out and ask me how I feel, because you know how I feel.
I mean, what's going to hang in there? That's not going to help.
Right.
How you feel? That's not going to help. Are you okay? No. 0-2. Guerrero, 0 for 2. Pop up. Down the right field line. Gross racing in. Gross goes into a dive and he caught it.
Wow. Have a night.
19 in a row retired by Braden. The 19th. A little help from Gabe Gross. Watch this play, folks. Back here at the Coliseum, it's the Dallas Braden Show tonight. He and the Athletics with a 5-0 lead.
A little help from his friends.
Yeah,
it was a great shot of Dallas Braden, and maybe we could show him waiting around the mound for Gabe Gross to come off the field. Give him a big high five and a pat on the back. Dallas will make 2 more starts. One in Anaheim and the season finale in Seattle. The A's do not have an off day, so Dallas will pitch Tuesday and Sunday. Angels and Seattle next week.
Big bouncer toward the shortstop, Andrus. Goes high, Cantu comes down on the bag, and that is out number 1.
Now Gabe Gross again, a long run with the ball slicing into foul territory, and tremendous play as he left his feet into the dive, came up with it, slammed hard on Clay Wood's great turf. He's got it ready again, and watch this. Now this is when he got to him. Yeah.
Derek Barton steps in, takes a strike from Feldman, who is into his second inning of work. Barton 0 for 2 with a walk and a run score. Lofts this one to center field. Murphy's back, and he's going to get there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So that'll bring up Kurt Suzuki.
The catcher.
A's with 8 hits in the game. The
Kurt
Texas
Suzuki.
Rangers with just the 1. Breaking ball in for a strike to Suzuki. Kurt, a fly ball to center field in the first. A walk and a run scored in the 4th, and a double in the 5th. Good swing there by Kurt on 0-1. In the dirt, bounces away from Taylor Teagard. These are playing tonight, Gray, like they're a little ticked off from what happened yesterday, which is a very difficult loss.
Yeah, they should be, because they had that one and 68-0 when leading after 8 innings. And yesterday, the first one, I think that was at. Let's say it was 68, something like that.
I thought it was 68 too.
But a long streak. You lead after that, you go in the 9th inning. A's had been successful. It just didn't happen yesterday. Too many left-handed hitters that Ozzie again pulled off the bench. But A's bouncing back tonight against one of the best in baseball, Cliff Lee, and they have a lead in this game. If you're thinking about the shutout, Dallas pitched against the Rangers on August 28th. Score, final 5-0.
Yep. Two and 2 to Kurt Suzuki. And now full count. Now, those youngsters probably have school tomorrow, but they're going to stay up a little later tonight than normal.
They're going about noon.
Sure. Going late. Having to probably arrive a little late today.
And Kurt Suzuki right him a pass.
The shortstop Andrus goes out, makes the catch. Feldman has a 3-up, 3-down inning. Top of the 8th coming out. Well, Braves back to work with a 5-0 lead.
Brought to you by Toyota. More people say yes to Toyota than any other brand in California. Learn why at your Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity, TV, phone, and internet. Reinvented. And by Chevy with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Gabe Gross slides over to left field. Jeremy Hermida comes in the game to play right field. Chris Carter is out. So Chris Carter could not get the complete game tonight.
He probably won't get it. It'll be a few times before he gets a complete game.
First pitch to Ian Kinsler, top of the 8th inning. Kinsler, Francoeur, and Murphy. Dallas Braden has retired 19 in a row. That pitch looked like a strike, called a ball by Greg Gibson. 2-0 the count. Fastball right there. Kinsler. Strikeout in the second. Fly ball to center in the 5th. Braden has not walked the batter. He has struck out 6. And this will be pitch number 100. And he walked him. First walk, and it's to Kinsler, and that'll bring up Francoeur.
Now batting, number 21, Jeff Francoeur.
So Francoeur steps in. And that one just a little bit low. Francoeur ground out to third and a fly ball to left field. Inside 2-0. Saw Bob Guerin going to the bullpen phone, see if there's some action down there, and start to move around just a little bit. Pitch, a fastball that's right there. Braden eased it in there. Missed inside, very close pitch. The strike zone's getting a little tight.
Tommy Kim, Gibson looking over the left shoulder of Kurt Suzuki.
The first base umpire made the safe sign. Kinsler had about a half a foot lead and they almost picked him up.
There's the fake by Braden. Wow.
And that one down and away, and it's back-to-back walks here to lead off the 8th. So Murphy will be the hitter. Kurt Young will come out and have a chat with Dallas Braden. Braden not missing by a lot. So it's Henry Rodriguez starting to throw.
Now batting, number 7, David Murphy.
The Rangers trying to make it interesting. 2 on, nobody out, top of the 8th for Murphy. Breaking ball, and it's in for a strike to Murphy. A couple of ground outs. one back to the pitcher and one to the first baseman for Murphy. On the ground, Pennington in the hole, the back end throws to third, and they got him at third.
Well, it's the first time we've seen that this year, but a very good play. Smart play on both ends, and that is the shortstop, Cliff Pennington, but also for Kevin Kuzminoff to get to the bag. And you can see him saying, yeah, I'm here, and a perfect throw with Kinsler. This is a base hit otherwise. There's not a force at third base, probably does not get an out. Instead, great play, backhand, quick throw, and Kuzminoff stretching like a first baseman to get the lead runner.
Big play there. One out. Here's Cantu. Outside, Cantu.
Well, it's great to see immediately Kevin Kuzminoff going to the bag, and it's just a heads-up play.
Pitch there. 1-1 to Cantu, who has struck out and popped out. Cantu to center field. Carson is there. He's got it, and that's out number 2. So Braden, after walking the first 2, comes back. He gets a couple of big outs. And now he'll face Taylor Teagard.
Cantu can't believe it. Hit a ball hard with a runner in score position.
Number 2.
Makes out. Still no runs batted in.
Teagard.
Cantu had 54 RBIs when he came over from the Florida Marlins. Outside to Teagard. Strikeout and a pop out for Taylor Teagard. There's a fastball on the outside corner. So Dallas Braden looking for his first win since the 28th of August, and that was a complete game shutout at Texas. Since then, he has lost 4 straight. Gabe Gross takes care of a loose ball out in left field. Swing and a miss. Teagard chased a pitch that was badly outside, and it's 1-2.
At last, this pitch outside, supposed to be inside, but had him swing and missing. A little bit extra fastball. He wants to get through this inning. He might still say the 9th is mine, but I don't think he'll get it if he can get through this inning.
This will be pitch number 114 from Braden. Got him swinging. Fastball. Braden strikes out Teagard, and the Rangers strand a pair. 7 strikeouts and 8 shutout innings for Dallas. summary brought to you by, as always, McDonald's. 0-1-0 for the Texas Rangers, 5-8-0 for the A's. So Dallas Braden, indeed, the story tonight. 8 shutout innings, giving up just that one hit. So the A's with a 5-0 lead. New pitcher for the Texas Rangers, it's Michael Kirkman.
Dallas Braden's got to be a salesman when his career ends. He's not going to sell anything tonight, though.
Kuzmanov drives one to deep center field, but Murphy gets back there right on the track, and he makes the catch. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. 11th appearance for Kirkman out of the bullpen. Brad Ziegler is the man throwing out in the A's bullpen. The Rangers will have the top of their order up in the top of the 9th inning. Andrus, Young, and Cruz, 3 right-handed hitters. Cuss just 1 for 3. He had an RBI single in the 4th. He has also grounded out and struck out.
Now Dallas can go back to being himself for the next 4+ days. He'll give a great post-game interview.
One of our favorites.
Yeah. And in the next 4 days, he will get ready for his next start. But
how about this? Who's thrown back-to-back shutouts versus the Rangers? Bert Blyleven, 3 straight. Vida once, Catfish once, Paul Hartzell, the Angels.
Catfish, the first year after he left the A's, free agent, the first free agent, going to the Yankees.
So this start for Braden coming after the August 28th start at Texas when it was the 4-hit shutout. No walks, 1 strikeout, 120 pitches in Arlington in the heat.
Yeah, amazingly, to have 26 balls put in play, only 1 strikeout, no walks, and he was good then. He was actually better tonight, especially what his opposite number was tonight. And he's still on the bench, Cliff Lee.
Cust hanging in there, fouls it back. Count remains 2-2. I'm not sure on my score sheet. We just look at that to make sure we have the proper number of strikeouts.
Time to get ready for tomorrow night.
Yes. Only counting the first 8 innings, huh?
Well, that's probably just for the starter.
Yeah.
Ready for Bobby Kramer tomorrow night. That was Braden. Probably thinking I could probably get through the 9th in 7 pitches and have the same number of pitches to shut out on the 28th.
Custins went very high, headed toward the A's bullpen, and Cruz racing over. Makes a heck of an effort. Does not come up with it.
Normally a right fielder, but Nelson Cruz coming, you better get out of the way. Don't take any chances of getting injured with him sliding into your running into. Ron Washington's probably screaming,
oh, gosh.
Don't hurt yourself. You missed a couple of times, the hamstring injuries
that covered his eyes. Again fouls one. This one right over the A's dugout into the first row. I got to tell you, Ray, tonight we've seen some great foul ball battles. I mean, we got people crawling over seats, crawling down the aisle. I don't know. Thursday night brings out the real ball hawks in the stands, I guess.
I hope they have good medical plans, because they might need them.
Now, these are not young people. These are grown men going after foul balls.
Well, we tell these grown men, now's the time to secure 2011 A's ticket plan. If you're going to be chasing baseballs, get your ticket plan, and so you can get a jersey. By placing a $150 per seat deposit on 2011 ticket plan, you will receive an authentic A's jersey of the player of your choice. A limited number of jerseys available for this promotion. Get more information online, OaklandAthletics.com, and call 510-638-GO-A's. I saw David Feldman, his parents coming in the parking lot yesterday. You know what first thing they said? Can't wait to get my season tickets next year, because our picture's going to be on the first game ticket.
That's what we like to hear.
And they're excited about it. Not David, he's not getting tickets, but he's going to. Parents are, and love coming out and watch the A's, as do all people with the season tickets. A great group, and all those who are fortunate, and we hope a lot. And the Oakland A's season tickets for 2011, that first game against the Mariners, a Friday night. When you get your ticket packet, your picture will be on the ticket. That's a first.
I like it. Good idea. 2-2 to Jeremy Hermida, his first at bat, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. It was about 6 inches outside, but it's a strikeout nonetheless. So we are headed to the ninth. The A's with a 5-0 lead.
Is presented by authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Brad Ziegler takes the mound here in the top of the ninth inning. 5-0 A's lead. First pitch to the leadoff man, Elvis Andrus, is inside. Just one hit. That is it for the Texas Rangers, and it was in the very first inning.
114 pitches, and you know, it's kind of unfortunate in the sense that we talked about, and Edwin Jackson yesterday, 149 pitches and his no-hitter. But usually 100, you start looking in the bullpen. But we know at one time, and Vinny was talking about the 1972 Indians, which record was broken tonight by the Giants because they shut out the Cubs. So that's 17 consecutive games of 3 runs or fewer by their staff. The Indians, the last team in 72-16. Gaylord Perry that year had 40 starts, 343 innings. So you do the math. 40 times 9 is 360.
Yeah.
And that's about 27 innings he didn't pitch.
Well, who is going to come out and take the ball from him anyways, right?
Well, I know the manager several times went out and said, "How do you feel?" And Gaylord looked at the bullpen, better than that guy.
And he was right. That's
he was
the problem.
right. And he would say, "Okay, you stay." I was going to. I mean, how rare is it to make 40 starts and get a decision every start? Time now for the Jeep drive of the game. How about Steve Thomas? Cliff Lee, a double down the left field line. And that was the first hit off Cliff, and then even better the next time with Gabe Gross at first. A shot down the third base line into left field, scoring Gross from first base. So Steve Tollefson, 2 for 2 against Cliff Lee. He did stay in his for third at bat and then taken out. A good night for the son of Wayne, Tollefson, Steve Tollefson. Excellent night.
Michael Young is 0 for 3, and he takes a pitch inside. 2-0 to Young. Up and away, so 3-0 now to Michael Young with Nelson Cruz in the on-deck circle. After Cruz, it would be Vladimir Guerrero. Drops low, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Michael Young. So Braden with a couple of walks, Ziegler with his first.
Now batting.
And now they'll move around to the A's bullpen.
Nelson Cruz.
So Breslow starts to throw. Breslow will quickly get loose. So Cruz steps in. He has the only hit, a first inning single for the Rangers. Strike down around the knees to Cruz. Runs inside, so Brad Ziegler, good time to maybe get Cruz to roll over on one. See if you can get a game-ending double play.
And he is going to get to face right-handers because it's part of the lineup. You're not going to see any pinch hitters. So it's really best suited for Brad Ziegler to face the right-handers. Give him a chance to put the ball in play.
And that one misses high, not by much. 3-1 the count. Cruz swung at ball 4. Ziegler says, "I'll take it."
Unfortunately, on that pitch anyway, Cruz didn't want to walk. That's why he was swinging at a pitch down and in. If he had made contact, he might have hit one off his foot or his shin.
And strike 3 called. How about that? Swung at a ball, took a strike, and Cruz strikes out for the second out here in the night.
Looking for the pitch inside again and did not get it. Kurt Suzuki set up outside, actually right in the middle of the plate, and the pitch a little bit to the outside, but he framed it perfectly. Strike. Greg Gibson liked it. That's all that matters. And Cruz looked like he wanted to throw his bat. In other words, he thought he'd walked, but it's a pretty good pitch.
So 2 outs, and Vladimir Guerrero is the hitter. Young will take off. He'll get to second base. The pitch called a strike. And that hits Vladimir Guerrero, and he will take first base.
You got bad knees. That doesn't help. You want to pitch him inside. The ball just kept running. Got him on the left kneecap. Wow.
So Kinsler will hit.
Bad Vlad could get some ice.
Esteban Herman is going to pinch run for Guerrero.
Attention please, number 6, Esteban Herman.
So 2 on and 2 out for Kinsler. That one runs inside to Kinsler, who is 0 for 2. He walked in the 8th inning. Fastball for a strike. Tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock, 6:30 A's pregame live is when our coverage gets started. Bobby Kramer, Tommy Hunter. Kramer 2-0, Hunter 12-4. So it'll be game 2 of this 4-game series. And then a day game on Saturday and a day game on Sunday. Kinsler, big bouncer. Kuzmanov has it, steps on the bag, and that's the ball game. So the A's get their league-leading 16th shutout of the year. And it's a 5-0 victory over the first-place Texas Rangers. So the A's stay alive as they pick up a game in the standings. They are now 7 back of the Texas Rangers, 7 back with 10 to play. So the A's still alive in the West. 5-0 is your final. A's over the first-place Rangers. Don't go away. A's post-game live with Matt Morrison and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.